If you saw the title of this video, you pretty much know what I'm going to talk about. I asked you on my Instagram if you wanted me to spill some tea about a media company that literally screwed me over, and I really wanted to let you guys know about this, especially if you are a YouTuber, an Instagrammer, whatever in the media world, TikTok. It's for content creators. I can finally speak out about it because I am no longer in contract. Thank goodness. These are my own opinions. Every single person who is with this network probably has their own experience with it or has their own look on it, but for me, I'm going to explain my experience with them, and it wasn't a good experience at all. So I am going to say names. I don't really care. It is the Fullscreen network. Fullscreen network is, wanted to pull up what they're actually supposed to do, just so you guys have a better idea. So Fullscreen is an American entertainment company which offers tools, services, consultation to social media content creators and brands. You're supposed to have someone help you with all of this stuff. If you have questions, they're supposed to contact you about how like monthly, how everything's going. And I joined Fullscreen back in 2014, like so long ago. I had maybe like 5,000 subscribers. I joined way back in the day. You have to sign a contract. They take a certain amount out of each of your paychecks, which for taking out so much that they did for the longest time, and they didn't help me do shit, was kind of a scam. Anyways, so I joined Fullscreen, joined it. No one ever contacted me. It was just, hey, you're a part of Fullscreen. Here you go. Here's a page of like stuff. You get like free music or discounted offers on like certain apps. And that's pretty much all they did. They handed it and they were like, there you go, create content. And at first I was a little confused because I'm like, well, isn't someone supposed to like contact me, you know, help me with my channel, help me grow my channel, give me advice on what to do and what not to do, and no one did. And so for the longest time I just kind of like let it be. I'm like, well, maybe it's because I only have like 5,000 subscribers. It's still pretty a small channel. Just kind of focus on my channel and doing it myself. And our channel slowly started to grow. I remember I was kind of getting frustrated because, you know, I would see the amount that YouTube pays me, and then I see the amount that they were gonna pay me, and it was a huge difference. And I know it's not about money, but when you have this amount right here and then you have this amount right here and you're not getting anything from this person or any help, it's frustrating. It's like I'm basically giving them money for what? I remember talking to Gage about it, and he said, you know what, why don't you contact them and let them know how you're feeling, or just try to get out of your contract. When I contacted them was in 2015. I think it was after Noah was born, and I said, hey, I need to get out of my contract. I think it's like a 2-year contract, pretty sure. 2-year contract. I told them I need to get out of my contract. I'm not getting any help that you're promised. You guys are taking so much, like a certain percentage, so much out of my paychecks that I'm not getting anything in return. I'm not getting help. I'm not having, like, I don't have a mentor, manager, whatever, to help me grow this channel. I'm doing it all on my own, which I could have done it all on my own without having a network attached to my channel. And so all they did was email me back, and they were like, oh, I'm so sorry. Instead of breaking your contract, how about we, you know, go from this percentage of how much we take down to this percentage, and I'll get in contact with someone who's supposed to be like your manager, and they'll be sending you an email soon. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just stick with them and we'll see how it goes from here. So they lowered the percentage of how much they take. They did contact me. It was like twice. And the first time, all they did was say, here's like important information on how to like grow your channel, which is stuff I already knew. Talking about the algorithm in general, and I already knew that stuff. It wasn't really anything different than what any other creator would know on their own. And then this manager contacted me a month later and was like, oh, here's how your channel's doing, here's what you could do to improve. And I'm like, okay, I think we're in the right step. Never heard from that manager again. I emailed Fullscreen again and I said, hey, what's going on here? You guys, again, are taking so much out of my paychecks. Like I said, I'm still seeing this YouTube number over here of a certain amount of money. Like I said, it's not about the money, but a certain amount, and then I see Fullscreen right here and it's a chunk taken out and I'm getting nothing in return from Fullscreen. So I told them, and I told them again, I said, you know, I really want to break my contract. Like, this is not for me. This is not the network company for me. I'm not getting any help whatsoever. I had someone who was supposedly like my manager and they contacted me twice and that's it. And I just went on this whole spiel, and Fullscreen messaged me back and they said, oh, that person's no longer your manager. They're no longer working for us. It's now this person and she'll get in contact with you. And so I emailed Fullscreen back and I said, if they are no longer with Fullscreen, why didn't anybody reach out to me and say, hey, this is your new manager, would like to introduce you, and kind of let me know that they would no longer be working with me? And then they basically told me I couldn't break my contract. They could lower my percentage that they were taking again. So that's what they did. They lowered the percentage again. And then this time, this lady reached out and she wanted to do a phone call and wanted to help with other things in our channel. And I thought, okay, we're finally on the right track. We're talking to someone. She actually seemed like she cared and was like, I'm sure she did care, but it seemed like she wanted to help and she was giving more information like a manager would to help with our channel. For about 2 months, never heard from her again. I then got an email from Fullscreen saying that she was no longer my manager and that someone else is my manager and they would be contacting me, and they never contacted me. So at that point, I just felt really defeated and I was like, okay, well, you know what? I can't break my contract, so I'm just going to Fullscreen, and when the contract is over, we'll just pull out of the contract. Too, I liked that it had like the free music, because at this point in the YouTube, 2014 to YouTube now, so different, and I liked that this music was 100% royalty free. Like, I wasn't gonna get copyrighted on it, where previously music was getting copyrighted even though it said it was for YouTube. Anyway, so I was like, you know what, I'll just do it for the music. When contract's over, dip out. Weston came along, everything happened, and I totally forgot about my contract. Like, I forgot that it auto renewed, and I was stuck in another 2-year contract. 3.5 years, I was letting Fullscreen take my money without getting any help. Not one time in those 3 years, 3.5 years, did anybody contact me. That time, I grew my channel on my own, went from 5,000 to now almost 90,000 subscribers. I grew it on my own, no help from them, and yet they were still taking a percentage of my money. Honestly, my fault. I should have paid attention more to the contract, but it's whatever. Nothing I can do about it now. Anyway, so Gage and I were talking recently, and he was like, you know what, Steph, you need to get out of that Fullscreen contract. You need to contact them, and you need to say, I want out, I need to break that contract. I reached out again. After 3.5 years, I'm not hearing anything from them. A little bit more stern, and I said, I need to break my contract. I have been with you guys since 2014 and I haven't really received any help from you guys. Managers are always getting switched up. I'm never contacted about anything. She came back and she said, well, we can lower your percentage with the contract and pretty much the same stuff as last time, and we can get a manager or someone to speak with you. And I said, absolutely not, we're not doing that. I said, you need to take me off the contract. I'm not doing this anymore. I've contacted you multiple times over the past years and nothing is ever resolving the issue. I do not want to get a lower percentage of what you take. I don't want anybody to contact me. I just want out of this contract. And she's like, okay, well, I have to finish out the rest of like December like pay period, so it'd like end January like 8th, around that time. And I said, okay, that's fine. Once that's done, I don't want to be a part of it anymore. They never messaged me back after that, after I said, just pull the contract. Just very unprofessional. You should say, okay, well, thanks for being with Fullscreen for so many years, blah, blah, blah. They never did. They're very unprofessional. I'm really happy it got out, but, so, when they pulled their network from my channel, because their network was on my channel, when they pulled their network from my channel, beginning of January, they turned off every single monetization on all of my videos, even videos from before I was even a part of that network, from when it was like way back when Maya was a baby. Every single monetization, every single button was gone. They turned it all off when they pulled their contract. I had no idea. They didn't tell me. They didn't tell me that they were going to do that. And so when I went to go and check my YouTube studio, I noticed that it's like a green like button, like a money symbol. I noticed that every single one was gone, and at first I'm like, oh, whatever, it's probably because I'm on the app. I need to go on my computer, and I just waited a couple days because it just didn't click in my head. It's always been there, like no issue. Even before Fullscreen, there was never an issue. Went on my computer to find out that, sure enough, they pulled a contract and they turned off all of my monetization. So videos that have been posted weren't getting any revenue from it. So shady on their part, because they didn't need to do that. I had to go through all of my videos from recent all the way back to when Maya was a baby, which I wasn't even a part of their network, and monetize every single video again. Do I recommend Fullscreen? Absolutely not. I feel like I said, I feel like everyone has a different opinion on them. I know Fullscreen is a very big network with creators, but for me personally, they screwed me over. They didn't help me. I know I don't have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, but I feel like they're catering to those subscribers, to the people that are making them the most money. They don't care about your smaller channels. I just care about the channels that have, like I said, hundreds and thousands and millions of subscribers. That's all they care about, which is frustrating, because there is other influencers out there that have spoke on what network they are on, and they have said Fullscreen, and I was like, at first I'm like, oh, that's cool. But then when they said, oh, well, here's my manager from Fullscreen, and we're doing this and we're doing that, in my head I'm like, well, shouldn't these managers be doing the same for everybody? So in my opinion, they're just letting anybody join these, they're just letting anybody join the Fullscreen network. They're letting anybody join their network, and then they're taking the money from you, and they're not wanting to help you. They're only wanting to help the bigger creators. From this day forward, I will not be going with any network. I have not needed a network. Even though I was attached to one, I have not needed a network in how many years. I've grew this channel on my own, and I plan to keep doing that. I would rather work for myself instead of having someone take the money from me, and it was a big percentage. And so I am so glad I am out of that contract. If you are thinking about working with a network, be sure to, I mean, I can't even say be sure to do your research, because Fullscreen is a well-known network, and it's just, I guess it's how they treat certain people. So yeah, that was my tea on Fullscreen. I am no longer a part of their network, and I'm so happy, especially since 2014 being with them. What is that, 6 years? Finally out of that. I'm so happy. So that is the tea. I need to go get Weston and move on with our day. We're gonna make an iced caramel macchiato. Usually I don't get this creamer, but I splurged because I really wanted to try it. Usually I just do coffee, ice, and creamer, but we're gonna make it a little bit different. And I have my coffee in the fridge because last time I put it in the cup, all the ice melted. And I have to use it in this cup, put it in this cup, because my Starbucks cup does not fit on the Keurig, in the Keurig. So we're gonna put ice in here and get started. Okay, ice is in. Now I'm gonna try to get this cup of coffee in here without spilling. By the way, I feel like that's not a full cup of coffee. I don't know why my Keurig's being messed up. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Oh my gosh, I did it. I spilled just a tiny bit. Okay, I got my creamer and I added a little bit of milk. I was gonna show you guys, but I'm also filming a TikTok. Usually I don't do this with coffee, but I'm gonna add a little bit of this whipped topping and then a caramel drizzle. Okay, it's very messy. I added the caramel. I didn't want a lot of whipped cream or caramel. I just wanted a little bit, and I kind of got it down the side. I'm picking up Weston, and Gage is home from work, and he is currently working on this like coat hook thing. He's putting different like alligator teeth, not alligator teeth, he's putting different bolts, I don't know. He's putting different things on it to make it be a little bit more sturdier. So that's what he is doing. It looks so plain without it. And I'm going to kind of clean up the kitchen a little bit. Weston, hi, how was preschool? Good. It was good? Good. Did you have a good day? You did? Yeah? Okay. If Charlie was tired or what was going on, but he threw the biggest fit. He ate lunch and now he's going, or now he's sleeping. So I'm actually going to end this vlog because it was a pretty long story time. Do you want to help me end it? No? Yeah. Yeah, you got full mouth? Yeah. Okay. Just tell me when you're ready. Okay. You ready? Yeah. Okay. Bye. Bye. Do you want to say thanks for watching? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thanks for watching. Anything else? Nope. You don't want to say anything else? No? You're done? Yeah. Did you say bye? Yeah. You did? Okay. Want to say it one more time? Yeah. Okay. Bye. Bye. I set out on a road that I built with my own two hands. I met friends on the way, people chosen to make a stand. I felt strong in the sun as I walked onto pasture.